This is WZRD Chicago 88.3 FM. And we have with us at WZRD, Sarah Lim. She is a DePaul University freshman, and she is running for City of Chicago mayor of the City of Chicago, and also she is a founder of Horizons Worldwide, a website for internships. How, let me, how are you today, Sarah?
Hi, I'm good. I'm excited for this.
Awesome. Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Uh, First of all, what you have been active in the website development, and then everything led to everything else. So first of all, uh, what came first? Was it your political ambitions or your interest in tech and website development?
Well, I've always been really interested in wanting to help a lot of people. So, my dad got me interested in computers because he told me that it could be applied to anything. So, I started getting interested in computer science, and I got an internship for a website developer. You met him. His name is Nelson.
Mhm.
So that's pretty cool, and he's a freelance website developer. So I build websites. So like last summer, I started this website to give high school and college students internships. So that's called horizonworldwide.org. So that's just something I'm actively trying to grow the traffic to and like promote. Yeah.
How many internships have you had besides with Nelson?
He's pretty much my main one. Next summer I have an internship at Amazon, which I'm really looking forward to, and that's gonna be in San Francisco. So that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And yeah, I won that, and it's like the Amazon Future Engineer Scholarship Program, and they give you like a $40,000 scholarship. So I'm actually going to DePaul for free right now, so that's pretty cool.
Congratulations. So $40,000, is that for one? DePaul is very expensive. Is that for 1 year or I know
No,
that
you
there's,
get 10,000 each of the 4 years.
oh, but then 10,000 is enough for you to be at DePaul?
It is because my tuition is around 6 grand.
Oh, okay. And you're taking one course right now?
DePaul is on the quarter system, and I take 4 classes a quarter.
Oh, okay. One class is a quarter. Oh, that's very good for you. And then what are you majoring in at DePaul?
I do computer science.
Mhm. Well, political science is a little steps away from political science. So how did you make the two connect?
I guess I had always wanted to be president. That's always been like my dream. So I really want to work my way up the elected official ranks. And I mean, I guess right now I'm running for mayor, but it's also something I've just been thinking about, like, do I really want to do it? Because I feel like it would just be like a really big endeavor to do and get like a whole bunch of signatures. And I don't know if it's something I really do want to do right now. So I guess that's also something I want to just talk to you about.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, if let's say you did become a president, what's important to you? What would you want to accomplish if you were president?
Well, I feel like I would want to just increase like the education programs and just like better education around the world and probably give more opportunities for youth. I feel
Mhm.
like that would be just my main goal.
And for because you want more opportunities for you, that means that there aren't enough opportunities now. Um, uh, uh, did you see firsthand how opportunities now fall short for some people?
Well, I feel like some like youth programs in Chicago, like After School Matters and One Summer Chicago, like I participated in these programs, and to me, I felt like they weren't like very good. Like I feel like youth couldn't really contribute that much in these programs. So I feel like I just wanted to improve them.
Mhm. Uh, how are these programs deficient? Because that's an interesting topic to pursue. If you were to become mayor, then of course you would fix up these programs to make them more uh, beneficial for the students and the kids. So what do you find wrong with them?
Well, I just feel like youth can't really make an actual impact in their community. They are more so kind of just like learning about topics, but they aren't really going out in the world and actually doing like hands-on things like internship work.
Mhm. So the two programs, after school matters, and what was the other one?
Like One Summer Chicago.
One summer Chicago. Okay. Well then, so it was mostly learning. There weren't any field trips out into the environment and into the
Yeah.
neighborhoods to actually do some hands-on. Have you had any experience with programs that do give youth a hands-on approach?
Well, I'd say you just have to kind of seek out those opportunities yourself. Like I code called Nelson, who is the website developer I work for. So I just kind of got that myself. It wasn't like an official program.
Mm. Well, how did you hear about Nelson in the first place?
So I was just pretty much searching for a computer science internship. So I was like Googling website development companies and I found his Google My Business profile and I just called the number that was on there. So yeah, and I called him and pretty
Mhm.
much asked him for an internship.
What was it about Nelson that made him stand out from all the other possibilities?
Well, I knew that he builds websites and that just seemed like pretty cool to me. And he was willing to give me an internship. So I have been with him ever since.
Mhm. So you basically just kind of called him or like knocked on his door figuratively, and then he responded. Did he interview you? What did you talk about? How did you convince him that you would be the best candidate for an internship? And was he actually looking for an intern at the time?
Well, I mean, I guess he was. Nelson is more of like a freelancer, and so I guess he always needs extra help, and he didn't really have any extra help at the time. And I guess I convinced him because I told him like I went to Lane Tech, which is a pretty good high school. So yeah, he was willing to take me on.
Mhm. Does Nelson have any other interns?
Not right now.
Mm, okay. And well, he's a website developer, and there are other website developers too. So,
Yes.
did you speak with any other website developers except for Nelson?
I called a bunch of other like website companies, but they all said no. So yeah, or didn't
Ah,
just didn't respond.
and uh, and how many did you call? Just approximately. There's no way for you to maybe actually know.
Literally like all of them in Chicago. Like
Oh,
every yeah.
and that's
Um yeah.
and then you finally got to Nelson, and he was the only one that saw something in you and agreed to have you as his
Yes.
intern. Mhm. So how
Yep.
long? Good for you. How long have you been Nelson's intern?
Since March of 2021.
Okay, that's over a year now. That's about
Yeah.
yeah, 15, 5, yeah, 17 months. That's a long time. And what so did he help you create that your website Horizon Worldwide?
Yep, he did help me create the website. But like right now, I'm pretty much responsible for like the development and promotion of it. But yeah, he helped me get started on creating it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah.
Yes. So did he ask you what you're interested in, or did you talk about what was passionate for you, what you really wanted to do, and then he helped you with the project?
Yeah, I mean, I had wanted to like just do something to help the youth out because that's just something that's kind of important to me. So I talked to him about wanting to build this website and he helped me build it in exchange for, me doing work for him.
Mhm. So is it an unpaid internship? Because actually you're getting a lot out of it, even if it's unpaid.
Sure. I mean, right now he pays me for projects. Right now he's about to start on this website for this doctor. And so that's pretty cool. And he also might also get this other website from this other person who is like running this store. Right now, which is pretty cool, I am building this website for U Chicago Medicine, which is like a website for medical professionals to log their activities they do. And that's pretty cool. They're giving me $2,000 for that.
That's really good. And that's especially since you're only a freshman. Usually, college freshmen don't get that opportunities, that many opportunities for internships. Those internships usually come later, like when you're an upperclassman. However, you said that you're trying to get the internships for high school students as well, which are there more internships now for high school students, more than before?
Yeah, I would say that there are definitely a lot of opportunities that like the United States offers to high schoolers. On the homepage of my website, Horizon Worldwide, there are like around like 380 something internships for high schoolers that I just inputted onto the website.
Mhm. And what is your system for vetting them so that you know that these internship sites are beneficial for the youth?
Sure. Well, I looked them all up myself to make sure that they're like legit internships for high schoolers.
Mhm. How could you tell? Is there a way that you could, that someone could you could tell that if someone responds to them, they will be they will help. Let's just put it this way: that none of them are scams. That's all.
I mean, I guess you can't always be sure, but the ones on my website look legit and they're like offered by like actual like universities, some of them, and like
Mhm,
companies, or some like by Stanford. So
mhm. Okay, and then for the college internships, so there were 387 for the high schoolers. How many internship sites do you have for the college students?
well, I had actually just implemented the college thing on my website recently, so I don't have as many. I think right now I maybe have around like 100. I need to add some more. I have like 200 more that are just like in a spreadsheet that I need to add to the table.
Mhm. So you're vetting those 200 right now as well.
Yeah, I'm like looking through them.
For the Did you find that you have a niche in this market because we do not hear that much about internships for high school students? Did you research your competition and find out how many sites there are that do cater to high school students who want to intern?
Yeah, to be honest, I only found like one other website that did that. But I didn't really research any like customer need or anything when making the website. It's just more kind of something I just wanted to do.
Mhm. So what all that you've learned on your on developing your website and your passion to help students gain more experience, how do you plan to translate this to your political ambitions and what are your most important interests right now as you're running? And besides yeah, in addition to the youth could be what you were speaking about the youth that could apply to a lot of other avenues as well that you might want to pursue.
Um, well, I think, can I just tell you about like other stuff I'm trying to
Definitely.
get involved in?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I mean, right now I am trying to get involved in cancer research at Northwestern. So I have a professor whose name is Mr. Zhang, who said that he could pay me to like start cancer research there. So that's kind of interesting. And right now he's just having me start on doing like his company website, which is at opticent.com. But I was supposed to go over there at like 10 a.m. today, but I decided to do this instead.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Yeah, that happens. Schedule conflicts. I've seen them before. And so you will be actually doing data entry and helping him as in the research, right?
Yeah, like right now he just wanted me to start on his website though.
Mhm.
But essentially what he said in our first meeting was that I could help his lab group with like their research stuff. And but I think I would be mostly doing like computational stuff since my major is computer science.
Mhm. And also when you hang on just a second. When you so you found Nelson by being persistent and calling. How did you find this professor to and find this opportunity? It was he was a client of Nelson's and that's how you met?
Well, I just wanted to get involved in cancer research because my dad passed away from cancer. So I pretty much just emailed like professors at Northwestern who are involved in cancer, just pretty much asking if I could get involved in like their research. And he said that he could let me get involved. So, and he invited me to his office a few weeks ago at Northwestern in the Tech Institute. So that was fun. I went up there and basically just had a talk with him. So that was cool.
Good for you. Do you have any tips on your website for students to learn your methods of being persistent and reaching out instead of just applying and just filling out an application?
Yes, I do have a blog post on how to get a research opportunity in high school, which kind of details like how to send out an email to a professor to get a response.
Mm. And you created that yourself, or was that from your own experience? But if it was from your own experience, what drove you to do this, to actually network with people, make the first step? Was it your own initiative, or did you learn it from someone? Who was your mentor?
Well, I have just been like, I just kind of watched like YouTube videos on how to get like a research position in high school, and they had said, send out an email and make sure, you look at what that professor is doing to kind of tailor it to that professor, like don't make it sound generic. And so that worked for me.
Mm. What other interests are you pursuing? And then also, how would what you are doing apply to your politics?
Um, I guess like right now I'm trying to do this like publicity stunt, which I can't really get into, but I pretty much want that to like get my name out there because I'm trying to get like publicity in
Mhm.
general.
Yes, yes. Well, good luck with that for sure. If it's it has to be unexpected. So of course you can't reveal the details. But could you give us a little bit of insight about that? Was it your own idea, or did you work on this with Nelson? And is Nelson your mentor?
Yes, I am working on it with Nelson. Essentially, it's going to be something that is against like the media, and it has to do with race. That's all.
Mhm. Yes. Well, that sounds promising. And then what are other points on your platform? If you get your name out there, what do you want people to know about you that you want to do? I know that you want to help the youth get more opportunities and internships, but and the better get better programs, etc. So that's an important first step because so many things start with the youth. What else would you be able to do for the youth? And what about the non-youth as well?
Yeah, so like for education, I think what I would do was try to encourage charter schools because they have smaller class sizes, which are better for like learning. And things to improve on in schools, I feel like would just be like more computers, more AP classes, have every high school have a computer science class. And I think that there should be more statistics class emphasized rather than calculus requirements. So I would get money for education from federal government grants and also private companies, which can also donate for education.
Mhm. So what you're saying is that right now, there is not enough money for education, and that's causing the education for the kids to be not enough for them to build their future on.
I mean, yeah, I would say that Chicago should just get more money for education to improve it.
Mhm. What else? Anything else on your platform besides
Well,
centered on the youth?
yeah, I think Chicago also has super high property tax. So I would reduce that by cutting city spending on things like speed bumps and like renaming streets. Um, I think I could attract a lot of new businesses here that will pay more taxes, but will lower the rate. Like I think if there was something there downtown in like I mean in Chicago's disadvantaged areas, like there's a lot of vacant lots in like the south side. So I think I would try to put businesses there.
Mhm. How did you have you gotten any advice from people about the feasibility for putting businesses in vacant lots? You mean like the vacant commercial lots too, right?
Yes, like if you go to the street view in Inglewood, you will see that there are a lot of like vacant lots down
Mhm,
there.
mhm. Yes. And
Um,
mhm. And who
yeah.
has been advising you about this?
Nelson, Nelson is my advisor.
So anything
Okay,
else?
also
Mhm.
another way I would pay for things is the casino that is going to be put by McCormick Place. This casino is going to make big profits, and this profit can be pumped into the city.
Mhm. How would you ensure that the profits are pumped into the city? Because we've heard so many reports about the lottery and all the proceeds will go into education. But once I don't have the link with me and the source right now, but it seems as if when there was more money pumped into education from the lottery, then other spending went down, so that essentially the spending remained the same.
Well, I think like you had told me, auditing is probably really important. I think that that could fix it.
Mhm. Okay. Uh, what else now? Now we've covered more opportunities for youth, and then lower property taxes and more businesses and to in the filling up the vacancies. Anything
Yes.
else? Yes, because all of these brought.
Well,
It
you
seems
can
as if all.
also
Go ahead.
fix the tax structure of the city. Things are usually more expensive in a big city because of real estate, but Chicago doesn't have to be like that. To lower inflation, you can allow high-rise commercial and residential buildings to be built in Chicago's disadvantaged areas. And then potentially you have some influx of capital, which can be pumped into the city, I think.
Mhm. So what you're saying is to have some high-rise development, both residential and commercial uh, in the depressed areas, and then bring more better housing and better businesses over there. Uh, have you have you had a chance to understand why the businesses don't go there now?
Um, No, I don't know
Oh,
why.
that's okay because that it is an ingrained problem. That's okay. You take your time and find that out, and then that will definitely help you because there's so many interconnecting pieces to the puzzle. What else besides this? Any other interests of interests of yours that you want to see change in Chicago?
That's it.
Okay. Um, and also let's talk about your website. So right now it's live, and then students would be able to use it right away, right? For at least the high school students.
Yes, high school and college students can look on the homepage and use it as a resource
Mhm.
of internships. There's like a master list.
Right. And the master list for the college students is growing because right now you said you have about 100, but you're going to input more.
Yes, college, the database is still growing for college internships.
Mhm. Could you give us a little insight about how you develop that database? Just uh, how does what is the most important what are the most important categories for the students that you know what do they need the most? And of course that translates into what students need to succeed.
Yeah, I mean, so my website has like internships in every category you could think of, like from computer science to business. And you can sort the table by category. You could also sort the table by country and region. So yeah, I have internships kind of all over the world, which is pretty interesting.
Mhm. And for the students to do that the search uh, for the different countries, how did you get those from the different from other countries? So there are fewer of them, right? And what countries are they kind of concentrated in the foreign countries for the
Yeah,
high
so
school?
foreign
Mhm.
countries, I have a lot of Canada internships. That's my main foreign country internships.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What kind of internships are there for high school students that what is available just in case there are some high schoolers listening or their parents?
Yeah, so in Chicago there is like um a computer science internship offered by U Chicago, which is called the Data Science Institute. They pay you a lot for the summer, around maybe 6 grand. So that's probably a really good internship for high schoolers if you like computer science.
How, how
Also,
how many openings are there for that internship? Do you know offhand?
probably around like 40, but they also accept college students and it's pretty competitive.
Mhm.
Um, if you like science and you want to get involved in that, U Chicago also offers a cancer research program for high school students. They offer Chicago Eyes on Cancer and this other one called like Research Start. And those are pretty good. They also give you a couple grand for the summer. Yeah.
So you're going to be traveling to San Francisco for your Amazon internship. So what was that all about? First, they give you the scholarship money for your, and then you are able to travel to intern at their facility as well, at their offices, right?
Yeah, so they fly you out and they give you housing, so that's all paid for.
And how long will you be staying there? Will you be going to school there as well?
Well, I'll just be staying there over the summer to do my internship.
Oh, is there, do you know if there are any what category, what kind of uh internship it is at Amazon?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing programming definitely. I don't know my specific section yet. They offer like Amazon Web Services. You can also work on like things like Alexa, but I'm not really sure about that one yet.
Well, good luck to you for sure. And for the categories, when you develop categories for the internships, how did you go about deciding which categories are the most effective?
Well, I mean, for my website, I guess I just thought, like what are internship categories? So I just tried to kind of just order them by that, I guess.
So it was more of your feeling what is important, but not some research about about the most popular categories. It's your experience that you're basing it off of, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us some of the categories? But I know that you said the computer science. What else is there?
Okay. I have business, science, art, music, theater, computer science, political science. And I also have all STEM fields and many fields.
Do you see any is it, let's put it this way, there are a lot of people of color that do not get the advantage of having that background to succeed in STEM. Do you have any suggestions about how the more marginalized populations could access STEM fields more easily?
Well, in my opinion, nowadays a lot of like internships are specifically catered to underrepresented people, and also a lot of scholarships too. So chances are, if you're looking on my website, you'll be able to find an internship specifically for underrepresented students.
Do you have any idea about the requirements for those internships? For instance, do they have to take tests? Do they have to have a certain amount of knowledge, or are they able to learn as they go?
Yeah, I mean, for like the more competitive internships that really pay a lot, you probably want to have some prior experience and definitely like have a resume created already. That's just what I would say for that.
For your internship with Nelson, what did you find is the most important thing that you learned from him, of so many things that you learned from him?
I feel like the most important thing, honestly, that I learned from him is Craigslist, because I did not know about that before. And I feel like that has just opened a lot of doors for me to be able to get coding work done really quickly, and also to be able to hire people to just kind of do things that I want. It has been really, it is really great. Yeah.
How were you able to find on Craigslist the people that would do actual good work versus some? How do you vet people when they they apply at Craigslist?
Yeah, I mean, so I would probably just like submit a computer gig and pay a couple dollars on Craigslist to post a gig to do like coding work on like my website, for example, and you just get a ton of responses, especially if you post it in like a big city like Chicago or New York. And so yeah, you just get responses and you kind of choose which look good to you, and then you have them just like do work. And you can get really cheap work done that way.
Are you able to if the person does not do good work, what is the policy on that?
Well, that really never happens. So
oh, good for you. Good for you. Because of course this translates into let's say you do win political office, you have to vet your team so that you get a good team on your side.
Yeah. Yes, you want a good team.
What have you learned about teamwork in your work with Nelson?
Well, I've learned that it's like important to listen to other people, because other people don't always have the same kind of views that you have. So I just think that making compromises is very important.
Do you have any examples of how you have made compromises and how that affected you?
I can't think of any off the top of my head right now.
No problem. You'll probably think of it as soon as we sign off and the interview is over. That's what always happens. If would you be open to listeners and youth contacting you for more information about your website?
Yes.
Or
yes, contact. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us your contact information and of
Okay.
course, how to reach your website as well.
Okay, my website is horizonworldwide.org, and my number is 773-991-0303.
And you are Sarah Lim, a freshman at the DePaul University.
Yes.
Well, good luck to you, Sarah, in all your endeavors, and hopefully your website will help a lot of youth in their success.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. This has been WZRD Chicago 88.3 FM. Thank you so much, Sarah Lim, mayoral candidate for the city of Chicago and also founder of Horizon Worldwide website. Thank you so much for joining us.